Hey guys, it's good to be back with you, and I hope you had a good weekend. Over the weekend I had a friend call me, and we were talking about the Christ life truth, that Christ is our life, that He is life itself, and that our life here, we were created to live dependent on Him. And so the question came up, well, what does it look like to share your faith? What does evangelism look like in light of this message, in light of the reality of who Christ is and who He is in us and what our role in this life is? Because most of us are taught, at least I know I was taught, and my friend as well, who's a youth pastor at a church, and he was always taught that we're supposed to go out. We're supposed to work hard at winning souls for Jesus, and we try our best to get conversations turned to Jesus and to make sure that we're sharing our faith on a regular basis and letting people know who Jesus is. And so for me, I would always try to figure out how to get him into a conversation, and it just always seemed weird because it wasn't a natural, it didn't really flow in the course of the conversation, and so I'd bring him up and I would be so tense trying to figure out how to do it, and once I got it blurted out, it was kind of like they didn't really know how to respond, and they could tell it wasn't that genuine, but it was something that I felt compelled to do. Well, in the light of who Christ is and what He's done in us, and beginning to live in the reality of living dependent on Him in each moment, I've been able to see Matthew 28 in a new light, where Jesus says, "Go therefore and make disciples in all the nations, teaching them to obey all that I've commanded you." When I read this, I think, for so long I've thought this must mean that I'm supposed to go and I've got to try really hard to do this. But then I see right before that in verse 18, Jesus says that all authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. You see, it doesn't make sense that He would say all authority has been given to me, Jesus, but you're supposed to go. See, He says all authority has been given to me, and what this is a picture and a glimpse into is that He is the one who has all authority, and as He's united Himself with us, we are empowered. We have a life source. We have an ability to go. For see, apart from Him we can do nothing, right? And so in Him we can do everything, and as He is living His life through us, we are going. As He is living His life through us, He is expressing Himself to others. Because it would make sense that, as the scripture tells us, that He desires for all to know Him, that none should perish. That as we choose dependence on Him, He who is life itself, that He would express His life, live His life through us, full of love and mercy and grace and truth. He would live that life through us to this world. So as the lost are around us, they'll see life and love and peace and truth and grace and joy, and they will see what we were all created to desire. They will see real life. And so it's not up to us to always bring around Jesus in the conversation, but as we fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, the one who in Himself is life, He begins to live through us and share His life with others through us. And so it really becomes us just living. Us really living, and the only way to really live is to fix our eyes on Jesus, depending on Him in each moment, allowing Him not only to live in us, but to live through us in this world, and then we'll see true evangelism, because all authority has been given to Him, who has united Himself with us and chosen us to live through. And as He lives through us, we go and tell, and as He's telling others through us, He's making disciples, teaching them all that He's commanded, not so that they will follow and do all of these things, but so that they will see what life in Him looks like. And they'll see the beauty of what it means to be His, and to be in Him and Him in us. I hope you guys have a great week. I'm heading out for a week in Arkansas, so pray for me as I go, and I'll be back next week. And I look forward to seeing you guys then. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Grace and peace.